I've picked 4 boards out of my collection to talk about the different restoration techniques that we can do to bring boards back up to their former glory. The 4 I've got is a lightning bolt, hand-shaped by Jerry Lopez, a winter sun, hand-shaped by Michael Peterson, a McCoy Trizap, shaped by Jeff McCoy, and a sunrise shaped by David Playstead. Different eras, but through the 70s and 80s. If we look firstly at the Lopez, it's in original condition. It's had no work done to it at the moment. This is what I'd be calling a retain type of restoration. So we really don't do anything. The value in this board is in the signature, Jerry's signature on the stringer there. So that's where the board retains most of its value. So we don't want to do anything that's really going to take this board too much away from its original condition. So there's a few little shatters and dings and things on it, but that just, I guess it lets you know that the board's been used. Generally you would just strip the wax off this, give it a buff and a polish. So that's what we would call a retain restoration. The next one here is the Winter Sun by Michael Peterson. Once again, the key value in this board is the signature of Michael on the stringer there. A beautiful colour on this board. All it had was really a few little dings and shatters and scratches around it. They've been repaired with clear resin, and then the board has been glossed and polished. No colour work has been done to this board at all, really to keep it to its original condition as well. So we really don't want to add any colour to detract away from that originality of it. A really nice example of a Michael Peterson in great condition. The next board over here is the McCoy Trizap. This had a bit more damage done to it. It needed colour work to try and to bring the colour back up. And in a board of this type where there's lots of colour going on, you can actually do that. You can get away with spraying colour on there, re-glassing over, re-glossing, and you keep that depth of the colour in the board, but it doesn't detract away from the integrity of the board at all. So really, this has all been fully restored. And we call this a revamp. The previous Michael Peterson was what I would call a restore. This is a revamp, and it just brings it up to a really nice condition, but there is colour work added to this board. The final board here is the Sunrise by David Playstead. This was an absolute mess, this board, when I got this. There was delaminations all over it. It was lots of damage. The colour was just all really quite bad. Lots of deep damage to it. The only way really to fix this board probably was to completely strip all the glass off it, use the blank, reshape the blank to that original, as close as possible to the original shape, and then re-glass the board in the techniques that would have been used in 1975 when the board was made. Also managed to save all the original logos, the Sunrise logo there, and down to the even a little small logo where David Playstead would have had for his board, signing on the board, which was Dapper, was his nickname, and the original roving leash there. Also things like marks on the board here come through in the new glass job, which is fine. It sort of just gives that board that patina and that aged look, which is exactly what we're after, sort of try and save the integrity and the look of the board. So this is really now a beautiful example of a board from that era in very close to new condition, but still having the feel of an old board to it. So basically there we go. That's the 4 types of restoration that we can do on them. Just running through them. So we've got retain, repair, revamp and restore. From a dollar point of view, it obviously varies, and if you have a board that needs restoration work, then it's best to just talk about the best way to do it to try and retain that originality and authenticity of the board. But something like the Jerry Lopez, with that little amount of work on that, would be maybe $50 to $100, through to the Winter Sun, maybe a few $100. You know, this might be $800 to $900, and a full restoration like we're doing with the Sunrise here could be $1,500 to $2,000. So there we go, restoration methods.